All right, what's up guys? Welcome to another EA Sports PGA Tour video. In this video, we're going to be breaking down the gameplay trailer. We're going to watch it together first without any cuts or without anything too in-depth, and then we'll kind of break it down after, going frame by frame. But very much looking forward to this. And if you missed it, I did a video earlier with all of the new information for the EA Sports PGA Tour game. This video will be solely dedicated to the gameplay trailer that they just released, but the video earlier has a lot more in-depth information about all of the gameplay, the courses, the characters, everything like that. So check out that video if you haven't already. It should be linked in the description. If it's not, it's the latest video on my channel before this one, because I'm uploading these videos pretty close together. So make sure that you check out both of them for all of the information regarding the game, because the video earlier has a lot of vital information and I think stuff that will get you really excited. But let's jump in without further ado and let's check out this gameplay trailer. I have kind of only skimmed through it because I wanted to watch it fully with you guys right now, and that's what we're gonna do. All right, so as I said, we're gonna watch it once without stopping at all, and then we're gonna go back and kind of go a little bit more in depth. So here we go. It looks like that's Scotty Scheffler teeing off with a bomb of a drive here. Let's have a look. Let's play this thing together. Let me know if you're excited for EA Sports PGA Tour. Let's do this thing. Yeah, it's Scotty Scheffler.
The goal for gameplay in EA Sports PGA Tour is to provide all the tools
the trophies,
you need
baby,
to realistically attack every hole on every course the same way the pros do. To achieve this, we're introducing Pure Strike, accompanied
speed
by a set of 20
Look at that,
shot
the old
types.
Texas wedge, by
Powered
the way.
by official ShotLink and TrackMan data, Pure Strike incorporates the three parts of every golf shot: fluid swing mechanics, innovative ball behavior, and lifelike course dynamics.
But this is what I mean. This is what I was talking about earlier.
With a swing, and no two golf swings are alike. So we captured stances for every
custom swings for every pro
in the game. Then we mapped their attributes to a variety of stats from ShotLink and TrackMan data. This means you won't see Scotty Scheffler's drives flying off the tee at the same trajectory as Jordan Spieth's, for example.
Good.
Once you address the ball, you'll see a swing meter that will serve as a gauge for your backswing, using the left or right analog stick depending on your preference. We designed it so you can focus on the animation itself in order to execute the swing. The length of your backswing and the speed of your follow-through both factor into the power and accuracy of your shot. And
that's Xander, right?
On-screen feedback after every swing.
So he's in both games.
The swing mechanic is highly accurate to your controller input with scalable forgiveness, so you can focus more on the actual strategy of each shot. There are 20 total shot types at your disposal in EA Sports PGA Tour.
I mentioned that in the video earlier, but that's huge.
Each shot type produces different ball behavior.
Wedge.
Each is used in different situations, and each utilizes different club types. With plenty of ways to modify shot types, there are over 1,300 shot variations in the game. Some of the more basic shot types, like punch.
See what I mean with the swing, backswing looking slow, right? Am I wrong about that? I feel like the backswing looks like strangely slow.
High flop,
look at that.
Texas wedge, to name a few, can be used in more strategic ways. So it's important to choose the right tool for the job. New ball behavior has been redesigned from the ground up. New technology allows every bounce and roll to behave more accurately across a greater variety. I talked about this in the video earlier as well, so we're probably going to be covering a little bit of the same stuff. You'll receive on-screen feedback about various aspects of the ball's flight milestones. Once your shot lands, new ball behavior enables
that's a link score, so it's going to like run on quite a lot more than
like you'd see on a real golf course.
Than a country club, you know?
You'll see the golf ball bounce, dribble, and roll as it travels across different terrains and cuts of grass. Naturally, a fairway will cause more dribbling than a green surface. And as part of the new course dynamics, you'll notice that a course like Augusta National has smoother fairways than other courses.
Good.
When you're putting, the goal is to backswing to the perfect point, which dynamically updates as you adjust your aim on the green. Under and overswings are possible when you're putting, and tempo matters too. Line up your putt, adjust for elevation, and sink it. To help new golfers with putting, we've added an assistant aim option that you can
see what I mean about the rectangle thing there? That's new, that's different. Obviously, you're not going to have that line on.
Titles like Power Boost,
or most people won't,
Spin
at least,
Control,
but
Big Hit, and Heartbeat moments. So you can hit a perfectly timed drive.
Heartbeat moments are back, baby! I remember getting a hold of one with
the
DJ with the heartbeat moments. So satisfying.
Inching towards the cup in slow motion.
Hole in one!
We set out to build the premier golf gameplay experience, and with the introduction of Pure Strike and other great gameplay features, we're just getting started.
Okay, there we go. Let's break this trailer down and let's go more in depth about it. I'm gonna mute it just so obviously it's not playing the volume the whole time. Well, actually, I can mute it after. So that's what I was talking about earlier when I mentioned it, is there's certain angles in the game where the character models and the graphics overall look weird, but then there's other ones where it looks really good and it looks like a next generation golf game. So that's kind of something that I've found a little strange so far in the gameplay trailer, but let's have a look. That was something I even found strange when I was watching the behind closed doors presentation, but I will say that this is an early build. I don't believe this is the full build, so that still could be improved. Obviously, the game's not coming out until March 24th, so that's actually much sooner than I thought it was going to be coming out, so they won't have that much time to touch it up. That's a couple of months away, which is insane that the game is coming out that soon, considering we hadn't really heard anything about a release date before now. But let's break this trailer down frame by frame. First frame is obviously just Scotty Scheffler taking a little bit of a power drive there. Ba-boom. And yeah, you can see Scotty Scheffler's character model there. I think that looks good. I think it looks good there. And there, of course, we have the trophies. You got the Open Championship there. You got the Masters and you got the PGA. So all four majors, and you got the Players Championship there as well. The trophy for that. They got real lifelike trophies, which is always good, of course. There's an overview of Augusta. Here is a shot of Tony Finau, I think. Yeah, that's Tony. So Tony's going to be in both games, which is very interesting. That means that maybe a few more players can be in both games. So they didn't sign an agreement that was exclusive, basically. So I think this is the 13th hole at Augusta there for Tony Finau. You got Jordan Spieth hitting a little bit of a chip shot here. And this shot here looks really good. Like in certain shots like this, like the grass, the foliage, Jordan Spieth's character model looks amazing. But then there's certain other angles where it doesn't look great. There's Nelly Korda, Xander Schauffele here with a little Texas wedge. Tony Finau with the driver. Look at the bush there, the spiky bush. That looks great. That's a great shot of Finau there as well, to be fair. Sung Jae Im's character model, from what we've seen so far, doesn't look great in my opinion. We haven't seen him, like I think a little bit later in the game we'll see a little bit more of a close-up, but Sung Jae Im there. But overall, this is a beautiful shot here. TrackMan is going to be massive for how the game performs. But there, look how far out you can hit the putter with. Look how far out you can hit the putter, the Texas wedge. That's going to be massive for creativity. That should be so fun to try. That's going to be awesome. I'm trying to see if we can see everyone there in this shot. So we got Finau, we got Lexi, we got Nelly, we got Xander down the bottom right. That's Jordan Spieth up the top right. I think that's Sung Jae. Who's that in the top left? That's someone I don't recognize who that is in the top left there. We got Xander down the bottom left, Scotty Scheffler down the bottom right. So there you go. You got Tony Finau in the booth, taking his golf swings and kind of getting the putts going. So yeah, custom swings for every pro golfer in the game, which is awesome. Yo, is it just me or does that look like Dustin Johnson's swing right there? Is that Dustin? Is that DJ? I might be tripping here, but that looks like DJ to me. And that looks like DJ's cocked wrist in his swing, right? So is DJ going to be in this game even though he's gone to live? Or is that not DJ? I might be tripping here. Is that Xander? It shows Xander there, but that doesn't... This man looks much taller than Xander, much bigger than... That looks like Dustin's swing all day, man. I swear that's Dustin Johnson. Let me have one more look at that. I could be wrong, but it looks like Dustin to me. That looks like Dustin to me 100%. Scotty Scheffler there. So yeah, they'll obviously have different ball flights, which is great. Xander will have a different ball flight to, say, Jordan Spieth, which I think is something that's very, very cool. Like, minimal details like that make a huge difference in a golf game, I feel like. And now this is the kind of stuff what I was talking about, like the Masters package, like this stuff up here. Like even just the branding and stuff just looks on point. And look at that, he's hitting a knockdown 6-iron. So the different kind of shot types that you're able to hit is massive. And this is the way I was talking about in my video earlier that they set up to the ball. So you get to look at your shot from here, which I think is awesome. Like you see Scottie Scheffler looking at where his ball is going to go. He's not already over the ball when you're setting up your shot. I think this is a cool little, again, another little detail that I think adds a lot to the game. I just feel like it adds a little bit of realism, which I like. So then you'll see right here as you like confirm your shot type. Bang, you see him step into the ball and everything, which is dope. Bang, there goes the swing. And you'll see on this little on this swing arc or whatever, you'll see 2 little latches towards the end there. There's one here and then there's one back here as well behind his head. So I think that's the margin for error there. And I'm sure that will get smaller based on your difficulty and stuff like that as well. So here's Jordan Spieth hitting a big draw around the corner. And this is what I mean though, the backswing definitely is a little slow. Like compared to real life golf, the backswing for everyone's swing, like that's way slower than a backswing in real life. Even on the bunker here, Tony Finau's backswing is, they're all like much slower, which is, I find that a little bit strange the way it looks, but I don't think it's like game changing or anything. It's not going to make a huge difference. We'll get used to it. And here you can kind of get a look at the difficulty. So they have swing mechanic. Obviously you can set the right stick or left stick. There is no 3-click, I believe. It's only swing stick for now. 3-click is going to be coming in post launch. Swing difficulty you can change. Putting difficulty you can change. So those are separate, which is interesting. Swing meter, power boost, spin control, shot shaping, lie effect, all that kind of stuff you can customize as you would expect. So 20 total shot types, as she mentions here, which is huge for the way you want to play the game. You'll be able to play the game a lot more creatively with 20 shot types, because that's probably the most we've ever seen in a golf video game. Even just to have Texas wedge in there is just incredible. This is, you'll see Scottie Scheffler here. He's wearing a different outfit here, by the way, so that confirms that there is different outfits for pros, unlike 2K23, which I think is great. So you can see here, I think this man's hitting a long flop here. So there's a high flop, there's a long flop, and Scottie Scheffler's hitting a bit of a long flop here. And that, see, the thing about the flops now in the EA Sports PGA Tour, they actually stop. Like a flop is an actual, like, I feel like on 2K23 when I hit a flop, a lot of them are going to roll out quite a lot. And partial flops are pretty much impossible. So to be able to have a high flop and a long flop and stuff like that is pretty nice. So you can see here as well, he's hitting a hack out of the rough. So the rough is 82 to 89% lie, and he's hitting a hack shot out of the rough. So that's an interesting one to see there. I haven't seen that shot type before. So there are over 1,300 shot variations, which is crazy. That's absolutely insane. See, this is what I mean there. Like Sungjae Im's character model, when he's hitting this punch shot, he does look a little off, right? Like he just does. Like his face looks a little bit off. I don't know. Xander looks good there. Nelly. So yeah, there's pick and blast out of the bunker, where you can kind of get more spin or less spin dependent on what kind of a bunker shot you want to hit. High flop. Here's the high flop. And there's the Texas wedge from Big X-Man into the hole. Beautiful from Xander. There's a little chip. Knockdown 3-wood from Nelly Korda there. So yeah, ball behavior, you'll see that clips the front of the green, and like the Masters that Augusta can be, it's punishing, it comes back. And the certain bounces that you see look very realistic compared to what we're seeing in real life. And then bang, look off the tree and back. And then, like as I said earlier, links course is going to run on a lot more than a normal type course, which is cool. So yeah, even on the putting green, this is the way you set up as well. Like your player won't instantly be standing over the putt. You have to aim your putt first and then you stand in. So I think that is such a cool new addition. I really like that a lot. Putting aim point at cup, assisted aim. Obviously, I ain't gonna use that shit. That's for losers, all right? Nobody wants the assisted aim. Yeah, of course, they're bringing back the power boost and the spin from the old Tiger Woods games, and the heartbeat moments that we mentioned it as well, which is cool. And you'll see the crowds as well. Like if you actually get a good look at the crowds, they look so much better than any crowds we've seen. And I wonder, is that an actual thing that pops up when you get a hole in one, or that's just something they did for the video? See this one here, this one of Sung JM, like, looks like a PS3 character all of a sudden, whereas in other screenshots it looks like properly next generation. That's why it's kind of a little bit confusing. But we'll see. We'll see once the game launches, and it's not far away, as you can see. You can pre-order now and get early access. The game is coming out March 24th, guys, and make sure to check out my channel for all of the latest news and info here about EA Sports PGA Tour. I hope you guys enjoyed this little reaction and breakdown to the trailer. I really enjoyed doing it, and I cannot wait to cover this game in its entirety on the way up to release and after launch. I'm very excited about this game, and to be able to play and swap between 2 golf games is very exciting. I'm not going to stop playing 2K23 or anything, because I do really enjoy that game, and I'm very much looking forward to kind of bouncing back between the two of them. And I'm doing my all-shot tournament in 2K23. I'm sure I'll be doing tournaments in EA Sports PGA Tour at some point as well, once we get our feet on the ground with that game. Thank you all for the support. It's absolutely massive. I really do appreciate it. Keep it coming, and I'll see you guys next time. It's been my pleasure to serve you. Make sure you have notifications on, and we got some stuff coming in the pipeline for this game and for 2K23, as I mentioned. So very excited about that. See you next time, guys. Peace out.